Well, good evening everybody. It's not a bad evening here in Sydney. I'm just going to go over and pick up Susan from work. So I thought I might take you over the Harbour Bridge at night, so you might see a few lights of Sydney and generally get a view of what's going on at peak hour traffic in Sydney. One of my previous videos I've taken you under the bridge, but this evening we should go over the bridge and go off at the bottom of town, now down by Circular Quay, and to pick Susan up. So I'll have a bit of a chat, a bit of a look-see, see how things go. Now, there's several ways of getting across Sydney. You can go over the bridge, you can go under the harbour. There's a railway line that goes over the bridge at the same time, so you can get the train, and you can get the ferry. The ferry leaves from down below the bridge and goes across the harbour and comes off at Circular Quay. So here we have on the right here North Sydney, and we're coming down to the toll booths. Now, motorcycles in Sydney can go on the bus lane along with the taxis, which is where I'm going to go now. And depending on what time of the day it is, it depends on how much it costs. Now, usually I think it's $4 to get over the Harbour Bridge, but you don't pay coming back. To go through the tunnel, you pay both ways. Now, most vehicles who travel on the toll roads, and the bridge is one of them, have what they call an e-pass, which is an electronic RFID tag that sits in your car. And as you go through the toll booths up here, as we're just coming up to them, it pings and registers against your fee. With motorcycles, they actually read your number plate, and it's now what, $2.50 tonight. During peak hour it's $4. Now, the motorbike registration is linked to the e-tag that goes in the car, so I don't actually have to worry about paying, or it just gets deducted. So here we are, we're coming onto the Harbour Bridge proper. The Sydney Harbour Bridge is actually a flat span. The Auckland Harbour Bridge in New Zealand is basically a humpback bridge. It's steep up, crests and steep down the other side. But it is the same sort of similar looking superstructure as the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and is a bit longer. But the Sydney one is a flat span, as you can see, and you can actually ride your bicycle over it. There's a cycle lane over on the right hand side on the other side of the railway tracks there. And on the left hand side, if you may be able to see, there's all the bridge walkers. You can walk across the bridge quite nicely. It's encaged, so you can't jump. They do have security people on there all the time. And it's quite a pleasant view. The Opera House is over to my left. Forgive me if I don't look over there, because I've got to see where I'm going. And Circular Quay is over there to my left. And there's most of the office blocks there. Sydney's actually quite large. Oh, we've got a fire engine coming over behind me. That's right, I don't have to move over. He's come over into the bus lane, so now I probably might have to move when I get further down. Yeah, poor old fire engines and such like, they're quite slow when they're full of water and everything else, so they're screaming and hollering with their sirens, and of course sometimes it's hard to get out of their way because you're going faster than them. So, no, he's going down the other way, he's going over the other freeway, so we don't have to worry. Now this is the bottom end of town, as I say, it's near Circular Quay. Circular Quay's over to my left, as I said. And in the mornings, this is unbelievably busy. And once again, I get traffic lights. Now, what I will do in the next couple of videos is I have some silent ones, or no dialogue ones, just pure motorbike sound. What I'll do is put them up, and they're coming over the Harbour Bridge during the daylight, and I've got a couple of them going down through the national park down towards Wollongong, which is about, I think it's about 65-75 kilometres south from Sydney. And those of you who are interested, I will try and put a link up in the description page down the bottom. There's I forget what they're called, I think they're called the sea bridges or something. And they built these bridges that span out over the sea, and you obviously drive over them, but they're like little hoops, and they follow the cliff face and are adjacent to this cliff face, and it's actually quite a pleasant drive down there. And to get to it, you need to go. You can go straight down the freeway, which is rather boring. But you can go through the national park, which takes you through the beach forest that's on the coast. That's rather pleasant. So I have that video there, which I'll put up shortly. But I'll put a bit of sound over there. We recently did a trip down that way, and there's another area down there called Kangaroo Valley, which is very, very pleasant. A lot of switchbacks. So last weekend we did a ride through there, 400 or 500 kilometres for the day. It was all rather pleasant. Stopped off at a local watering hole and had lunch. It was all very nice. So now this is 8:15 at night in Sydney on a Thursday night, so it's still reasonably busy, and the people are in the pub having a drink and what have you. So anyway, I've basically arrived at my wife's work. She works up here in one of those. So we'll bid you farewell for this evening. Thank you for watching, and I hope to have some more videos up soon, and some with music, some without, some with verbals, some without. So anyway, so have a good evening. Bye for now.